Morning, September 8th, 2017. Quick review on what transpired last night. At 1:15 New York time, Eastern Standard Time, we did approach our high on our monthly of 1362.50. It was front run by 10 cents at the 1362.40 level. We saw basically channel trading back down into the 1355 and then on holding fundamentally until about 6 a.m. We got a quick spike up that approached the 1360 level, a front run again of about $2.20, and then we have been steadily selling off ever since. Volume has been increasing. It wasn't as dramatic as it appears. It was a relatively light volume sell-off. It wasn't something as threatening as it seems. We've been holding the 1350 level presently, and our EMAs are beginning to spread. So where could we potentially head? Well, let's take a look at that. And let's take a look at what has transpired. Okay, and we'll take out the 1362 low to high so far and take a look at where those potential retracements lay. It bears some level of repetition here that this weekend is the anniversary of Founders Day for North Korea. So as you can see, we've traded from a high of 1362.40 to roughly a low of the 35. Our halfway back sits at the 55. Given that we're getting some spreading here, how far can this extend? Well, all the way down to the 1348.30. We've lost the 5170s, and potentially we could see a return to the 3970s. Silver obviously is tied to gold and trading somewhat independently. It's following it, but it's actually holding up slightly better. We did see our profit target hit and exceeded by a penny. We had 18.2790, and we are falling away off this most recent rally. It was fascinating. Same time frames. Volume has been relatively light, but there is again steady selling. I think these are spec shorts who have piled in thinking we have indeed reached a top. I don't think that top has arrived yet for either silver and gold. I think we've got more work to do, and we can see that if we go back to GC here. And I think we'll hit this extension target up here in the 1378 that I had. I don't know if it's going to redraw here. Let's take a look. Well, we've got a 1371 drawn on this series, but I believe that 1377 will be hit, 1378. We'll have to watch. The day's young. This looks like a lot of panic selling, frankly, for no good reason. I watched the ECB's Mario Draghi speak last night, and it was frankly just more obfuscation. Seems to be holding things off until October. No firm decisions or any real defined plan there. As William Dudley indicated, they're going to have to rethink their inflation model. I doubt that very seriously. I think they know exactly what they're doing. One of the things I was looking for was this gap fill on GLD that sits conveniently, and I think it should get hit. It sits right here at the 3002. Again, down volume, minimal. Inflows have been, if you look at it, through July, we had some selling, but net buying, and that net buying is starting to drop off. We had some there were claimed record inflows, but of course that's just hyperbole. Um, Fundamentally, I think we can hit this. I think it will be a spike event, and that would correlate quite nicely with the 1377. Presently, we are trading the 2830 level, and I look for this to blow off, come back, and then I think we could retest the lower trend line on the 50 if the 21 here fails at the 24th, which would imply a pretty significant move down in gold. We're seeing the selling that we had this morning, what little of it was really a follow-on to GC. I'm not particularly concerned at the moment. I do think we're going to get this whipsaw, and I think it will lead us up to the 1377 level. We could blow off and potentially hit the 1385s on this draw. I wouldn't surprise me if we went a little over. We do need to make a higher high. That front run, I think, gave people the signal at the 1362.40. It was time to sell, but I'm not quite sure that's reality. That 10-cent front run is frankly a little meaningless. I would expect us to come down and reverse. So let's see what happens, but we're anticipating a blow-off spike high out of this channel that we've defined between the 1348.30s and the 1362.40s. And if we go back, we can see that, well, actually a little bit further back, pardon me, we can see that literally since September 7th, yesterday, we have moved up and into this channel. So we'll want to watch the 48.40s. And as you see, that was our low for today. If we were to break that, we would run down to the 39.70s. I do think, again, the 62.40 front run by 10 cents is relatively meaningless. I think we have higher targets to the upside. Thank you and have a great day.